Welcome back to another YouTube video, man. Okay, as you can see, I'm full screen. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of a different video. It's gonna be educational, but more on psychology side. So, um, as you already seen the title, it will be my three don't do's in trading. Okay, I'm gonna tell them one, two, and three. Explain why, and honestly, it'll be a quick video, and I think it'll be a very important video. As you guys know, psychology is basically all trading, strategies, shit like that. Everyone has different strategies, different edges. That is all unique. Psychology, same stuff, are just as important as everyone else's stuff. Okay. So for number one, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, this is the most important in a way where this ties around to all the other don'ts. Okay. And this one is FOMO. Okay. FOMO is acronym for fear of missing out. Okay. An example of FOMO in trading could be literally seeing a trade play out, but you couldn't get entered. Okay. Seeing your model get played out, but it's at a different time in the market that you can't trade. Um, FOMO will destroy your mental in a second. Okay. If there's no discipline behind your trading, if there's no patience behind your trading, if there's no anything or no discretion or edge to your trading, FOMO will eat you alive and literally just rob you. It will rob you. Okay. So understanding that FOMO is the end all be all of, I think, in my opinion, for all my students, for me, for most of everyone, what really just makes your mind just forget about everything you learned is the fear of missing out. Because let's be honest, we all want to catch the trade. We all want to, not miss out on the move. Everyone wants to, yeah, I mean, it's natural. It's for us humans, it's natural for us to want every move and to get everything. But I promise you, even no matter how strict you are, sometimes FOMO could really just, everything's just lost in the moment. And you're like, what the fuck did I just do? So, yeah, fear of missing out, very, very important that you don't FOMO into anything. That's why you have to have set strict rules, set strict, times to trade, risk, all that stuff in order to not miss out. And honestly, just follow your edge, okay? For the second don't do in your trading, it will be over leveraging, okay? Over leveraging is something a lot of people struggle on, and honestly, I did too, but nothing as substantial as some people. Some people have it worse. Some people have it's completely different. Don't do it at all, unless you trade a fixated stop loss model, which comes with standard deviation, top ticket model, whatever model that just has the same stop loss, same risk, same amount of contracts, same stuff all the time. Okay. Now, where over leveraging really messes you up is when you don't let your trade play out. Okay, you don't give your trade breathing room. Okay, obviously, us humans, we are wired to money. Okay, and that is normal. Okay, every human being is wired to money, and that is where you have to detach yourself from money and risk well. Okay, way to calculate risk is, I'll put it, it's a little formula. It's risk divided by points divided by 2, and that will give you the micros. For NQ, obviously it's different for ES, stuff like that. But for NQ, yeah, you do amount risk divided by the stop loss points, and then divided by 2, and then that will give you the amount of micros. If it's a whole number like 20 micros, then you could use 2 minis, 10 micros, 1 mini. So stuff like that. That's how you could risk well. Okay, why is it important to risk well? Well, like I said, your trade needs to breathe well. I could probably imagine that you've been in a trade where it stopped you out and immediately went to your TP. Okay, So if you're not risking well and not putting your stop loss in a good area where if it goes in that area, your whole trade is completely wrong and you have the wrong bias or wrong discretion, or B, just simply putting it at a random place and you're not gonna have price just respect that random area. If I put stop loss in the middle of a fair value gap when it could 100% retrace to it and move back up, then that's just not good risk and not good stop loss management. Okay, so yeah, number 2, over leveraging. Make sure you put your stop loss at the right area, below the low, below the high. If you want to give yourself a little bit more wiggle room on the high or low, risk accordingly for your stop loss. Okay, that way you have breathing room and you can let the trade play out. Okay. As for the third don't do, and the one that really just blows your bank account, it is revenge trading. Okay. Now, revenge trading is something we all go through. Honestly, I went through it. I think it's pretty much inevitable to not go through it. As us humans, we are attached to winning. It's normal. Everyone wants to win. No one wants to lose. And when you do lose and you want to win, then that's where revenge trading comes in. Okay. So revenge trading is literally possibly having a very good discretion on the trade, very evident trade, and very much narrative behind the trade that you entered, but you end up losing, which is completely normal. Okay, completely normal. But at the same time, people cannot handle the loss, and they revenge trade. Okay. Now for prop firms, they love that shit. They love when traders revenge trade, because 90% when you revenge trade, you're gonna blow your account, because you lose one trade, one full risk trade, let's say 1R, and then you're like, okay, let me just risk one more R on a trade that I have no idea that's gonna work, but I'm gonna revenge trade, so I'm just gonna enter, and then boom, you're down 2R. Okay, so now you have to risk 2R to go break even, and then you lose that third trade and your account's blown. So yeah, like I said, it's inevitable to not revenge trade. I've done it. You've done it. We're all victims to it. Okay, and honestly, you gotta learn from it. Okay, but yeah, don't revenge trade, man. Never works. It never works out. Okay, you might get lucky once, twice, but long run never works out. I promise you, it never works out. Okay, so don't revenge trade. Learn how to take an L, as this is ideally a probability game. Okay, and if you can't take an L, you're gonna take more L's, and you're gonna blow up. You're gonna blow your account. You're gonna throw money. You're just gonna. Here you go. Here's $50 top set. Here's $50 top set, and yeah. So yeah, that is the third one and the last one. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I know it was different, but like I said, I'm trying to put out more content, more educational. This one was more on the psychology side, and yeah. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.